Hi guys, I just bought another budget reel from AliExpress. This brand is called RYOBI. So just a brief history of this brand. If you are buying this brand RYOBI, don't be fooled that you are actually buying a Japanese brand. Just a brief history of this brand. RYOBI is a Japanese brand, quite famous, but that was before they sold their fishing tackle department to another company. I'll put a screenshot here. In year 2000, they already sold their fishing tackle business to another Japanese company called Joshua Company Limited. That was in year 2000, but after that, all things go haywire, I would say, for this brand. Well, they sold this company, and they can use the company name RYOBI and the logo itself, but the actual company no longer dealing in fishing tackle business. They already sold it to another company. I'll just just a simple history on this brand, and just bear in mind you are not buying a Japanese reel. This is a budget China reel. I'll explain why I will say this is a budget China reel. Just continue to watch this video. Okay, this reel costs around 160 Singapore dollar or slightly more, depending on which country you are and then which online platform you bought it. For around 160 bucks for this reel. This is what you get from the box. Just a quick unboxing. Some user manual. This model, Varius GR. There, another user manual in different language. You get this reel pouch, and and nothing much. And this is what you get. Basically like this. So yeah, nothing much. So that's what you get. Bunch of inside, and technically what you get from the box is a reel and a reel pouch. That's all. Okay, now as I mentioned earlier, you are no longer buying a Japanese brand. Okay, the company itself, RYOBI, already sold their fishing tackle business to another company, which they have exclusive right to use the brand RYOBI and the logo itself. So technically right now it's a China company. Okay, it's a Chinese reel sold by Weihai, whatever crap Weihai RYOBI International, which is a Chinese company itself. Okay, it's stated here was famous Japan brand, but after that in year 2000 they sold it off. It basically downgrade themselves from a reputable Japanese brand into a Chinese brand, budget Chinese brand. Just go through the box. This is the model, Varius GR, super high speed. Yeah. Okay, this is, not sure if you're able to see it. I'll just put a screenshot on it. All these are in Chinese. Gear ratio 7.0/1, 15 kg of drag. Weight is 345 gram. 10 ball bearing. Nothing much. Okay, sorry. You just pause this video if you want to see the actual spec. Okay, this is what you get. Okay, these are the actual spec. You just pause this video. Okay, let's move on. So, okay, one thing is that the color scheme, gold color scheme, it's really remind me of one brand. Okay, looks like a Shimano Ocea Conquest. They copy physical outlook that looks quite the same. Similar gold color, gold accent. They basically try to copycat Shimano Ocea Conquest. Can you see? I'll put a screenshot on the right side. That's how Shimano Ocea Conquest looks like. Okay, even down to the looks of it, almost the same. Basically, they just copycat this reel. Right. And one thing to make note, these are Chinese reel itself, made in China, designed and engineered by Japan. I don't think so. They basically just copycat some design and then they manufacture it in China. So bear in mind, you are no longer buying a Japanese brand. Okay, you are buying a Chinese reel, and it's a budget Chinese reel. So do set your expectation quite low. Don't compare this with Japanese reel quality. Okay, just don't compare this with reputable Japanese brand like Shimano or Daiwa. So do set your expectation as budget China reel option. Okay, let's do a close-up of this reel. Oops, sorry. This is how the reel looks like. This how it's looked at from the side, at the back. The bottom, and at the side. This is a left hand side view, by the way. This is how the handle knob looks like. The handlebar, all are gold color. This is how it looks like from the front. They literally copycat it, quite similar to Ocea Conquest. Right? If people that don't know this reel, they might think that you are holding an Ocea Conquest, but actually it is not. And that's how it looks like here. So as mentioned, gear ratio 7.0 gear ratio. The spool tension knob adjustment, this one comes with the clicking with D10. Simple operation. Okay, this one, the line guard actually is a gear ridden, gear driven line lay. So let's say the line moving out, this guy actually move together, so you have a better line lay on the spool. Yep. So basically it's just a big caster, right? Nothing special. Okay, now for $160 Singapore dollar, what do you get? I would say you get what you pay. Do not compare this with high quality Japanese reel like Shimano, Ocea Conquest, or some Daiwa reel. Okay, those reel cost at least 4 to 5 times of this reel. So in simple words, don't compare a China Fuji apple with Japanese Fuji apple. Okay, first thing first, not sure if you guys realized here, look at here, right out from the box, you already have this kind of dent, okay, dented here. You will never find this kind of quality in a Japanese reel. If Japanese reel like Shimano Ocea Conquest, they sell you with this kind of quality, I'm sure you're going to make a lot of noise. And then the handle knob, a good Japanese reel, the handle knob won't be this kind of moving. Okay, quite a lot of play, not a solid play. You give me a moment, I show you a good handle knob from Shimano. Okay, notice on how much play it have. My hand are shaky, sorry. If you guys can see here, it's quite a lot of play. See, it's a similar to typical budget Chinese reel that you bought. Okay, this is a Zaragoza handle knob. Okay, this is from Shimano. Okay, this is Shimano handle knob from my Zaragoza. And try to take a look. There's almost not much play. If you can see, there's not much play here. Okay, this is the type of quality you get when you buy a better quality Japanese reel. Okay, if you compare to this one, you really get what you pay. Okay, I wouldn't say it's very loose, but it's really noticeable. Just no different than other budget Chinese reel. Yeah. This one also moving. See, it's quite loose. You will notice the difference versus this one. This one virtually no movement at all. So really different quality lah. You can't compare this RYOBI with Japanese reel. It's a different kind of quality, different level of finishing. Okay, next will be this guy. The main shaft is quite loose. See? If you can listen to the sound, the main shaft is quite loose. Okay, it's normal even for high-end reel to have some play on the main shaft, but it won't be this loose. Okay, so when this thing becomes too loose, what happens is that when you crank it very fast, you will feel a lot of slack on the handle itself. So is caused by this thing. Okay, so bear in mind, do not compare this quality with Japanese reel. Yeah, just to let you know, this is quite loose. And machining tool marks, if I can focus here, you see all these machining tool marks. This happen when they don't do a final machining on the parts. These all are rough cutting. Okay, that's why you see a lot of tool marks here. All these are tool marks from the machining itself. So what tells me is that they don't do a final cutting to make the surface smooth. So this is actually rough machining. So they did this to actually save cost. It will cost more to actually make the finishing smooth like this. So they skip the finishing, only outer layer looks smooth, but the internal section they'll just leave it with rough cutting. You see all these machining tool marks. So this is what you get for $160. You really get what you pay lah, huh? So don't compare that everything will be as same quality as Shimano reel. So you won't get that kind of quality. Okay, another thing is this guy, which I found it quite troublesome. The concern of quality itself. You screw this one, this cap to actually take out the side plate. That's how it looks like internally. Okay. So it looks like this. My main concern is here. The thread here, because it is quite damaged, because this thread is not really that nice the way they machine it. Okay, I cannot focus. This thread here that screw the side plate, it is not really smooth. So what happened is that you will have difficulty to actually close back this side plate, put back this side plate when you're trying to do it. And the thread here is also, one section is quite damaged. It's due to their poor quality. Let me see first. Here you go. If you see the thread here, if you're able to see the thread here, behind here, it's actually damaged. There you go. The thread is actually quite damaged. This is what you get for what you pay. Now the problem is when you try to put back this side plate together, okay, you will face this problem because the thread is not really nicely done. It will be quite hard for you to actually put back this side cover. Okay, you will face the issue as I shown here. See, it's very hard for you to actually align it back. I'm already having problem. Okay, you really need to like slowly screw it in, and yeah, and see, because the thread is not really kind of good quality, you will face these difficulties when you take out the side plate and you try to put it back. Never mind, I'll just show you how the spool looks like. This is how the spool looks like. Aluminium spool, also anodized in gold color. To me, spool is okay. Someone just pressed the lift alarm. Okay, the lift alarm stopped. We will continue again. That's how this spool looks like. And that's how internally how it looks like. Okay. The biggest concern is the thread here. I'll just, every time you take out the side plate, it will be a nightmare to put it back. I'll try again in front of you guys. There's a dowel pin here that you need to align it with this hole. So yep, you need to align it with this hole, the dowel pin. Shit. So I don't know why they decided to use this design. It's just a nightmare. It is really a nightmare to put this back together. I'm struggling right now. See, that's what this is the challenges that you will face if you buy this reel. Okay, I'm not kidding. This is not a good design, and till now I'm still having difficulty how to actually put this thing back. Oh, shit. Hopefully it's done. No, it's not. I need to take it back. So yeah, these are the challenges. You need to align this hole here and hope for the best that it actually screw in. Okay. That's the problem. Okay. You see how difficult is it to put it back? That's how difficult is it to put this thing back. Once you take it out, it is a nightmare to put it back. Okay, I'll pause this video first. I don't think you guys want to see me struggling to put back the side plate. Finally, took me 3 to 4 minutes to put back the side plate. So this is the quality issue. that you will face if you buy this reel. So for 160 Singapore dollar, you really get what you pay lah, huh? So don't complain so much. This is not a $500 reel. If you want good quality, then you need to get a Shimano Ocea Conquest or Daiwa, something like that, that will have this kind of quality. Right, so please don't complain too much if you are planning to get this reel. Yep. Yeah. So nothing much to say on this reel. So for 160 bucks, if you are looking for aluminium body reel, non-plastic, so you make your own decision. If so I don't know whether I should recommend this to you or not, but if you're on budget, try to get it from. Just now another sucker just pressed the leaf alarm. I don't know why. Okay, what I'm trying to say, if you're on budget and you won't mind paying 160 Singapore dollar for this reel, by all means go ahead. It's quite cheap for a metal body reel on this size, but do bear in mind, this thing is not Japanese Fuji Apple, so don't compare the quality of this reel with the Japanese reel. Even though they are selling this as RYOBI, they are no longer from the actual company RYOBI. This one is actually a China reel by itself. Okay, it's a Chinese reel. Okay, no longer a Japanese reel. So do bear in mind, this is right now manufactured by this way high whatever. So do take note on this and the quality finishing that you get, so you get what you pay. Okay, and in terms of warranty, there are no warranty lah. Right, if you buy this reel, you can get it from AliExpress, Lazada, or other online platform. Once you receive this reel, do check it. If you found any quality defect, straight away raise a dispute on the online platform. Don't wait until the online platform so-called the buyer's warranty expire, else you'll just end up with reel that you can't even return it back to the seller. So do bear in mind, this drill don't come with warranty. The only warranty you get is the buyer warranty that you get it from AliExpress or other online platform. Those only last probably around 1 month. So if you get this drill, do check it first. If there's any defect, straight away raise a dispute and get your money back. That's all. Nothing much to say on this reel. I just forgot one thing. Forgot to let you guys hear the internal parts of this reel. Microphone beneath the reel seat, so you can hear it clearly. Again, please set your expectation low. Don't compare it to Japanese reel. So this is what you hear. So I wouldn't say it's very smooth like Shimano, but acceptable lah. Okay, so that's the idea what you're getting with this reel. So to me acceptable lah. Okay, it's not as shitty as other Chinese reel, so this one is quite acceptable. Yeah, that's the end of my video. Bye bye.